Alright, folks. Without further ado, let's dive in. As I said, I'll have the big three, I think, today. Hearthstone, Spiritfarer, and Phoenix. Whatever I don't get to today, I'll tackle tomorrow. Thank you so much for all the support. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes. All does help the show and channel, so thank you in advance for that. And you can also donate Venmo Stormer Show if you have the willingness and means to do so. Alright, without further ado, let's dive right. Let's see. Let's push play. Okay. Practice my piano. After this, I'm probably gonna eat, so it won't be continuous. Tomorrow, I don't know. I have to see what tomorrow looks like.
You have at last arrived. Show me your strength.
I'll be shooting to finish the prologue today for DKs. It's a little bit loud, so let's see if I can turn it. I'm typically very sensitive hearing. Like I try to prevent hearing loss and damage. Gold gain is painfully slow in the game now. Like we're trying to get the new mini set. It is taking us quite a while to do. I might just need to play the game more often. I actually don't know. Hard to say. I wish they had deals like Arena had. That's the one recommendation I would make for Hearthstone, is for them to put in like daily deals, weekly deals, or specials at the top, so that way people can buy stuff for cheaper, like gold, for example. That would be a good way for them to build excitement in the game, is make it so that way there are more ways to unlock some of this content stuff. That's the path of Arthas that we're going for. Okay, so where were we? It's modes, right? Modes and solo. Yeah, solo. Prologue. Does not count to your quests. So that really sucks.
Uther's men proved useful in swelling the ranks of my undead. We marched through the forests of Quel'Thalas, towards the great elf city of Silvermoon. I sought the Sunwell, a font of mystical energy and the source of the elves' immortal powers. There, I would raise Kel'Thuzad as a lich. No army had ever broken through the gates of Silvermoon before, but no Death Knight like me had ever tried.
It's hard to know at this point in the lore the extent of Arthas' power, because we know he has necromantic powers, but at this point he's able to resurrect dead and fallen foes and enemies. And I thought that Frostmourne gave him the ability to store souls, but also immortality. I believe that Frostmourne already gave him that ability as a Death Knight. But maybe not. Maybe he needed the Sunwell to extend that immortality to all of his minions and so forth. I'm actually not sure what the extent of his power was. Summon an unholy army and destroy Silvermoon City. And some of the lore is still in World of Warcraft. If you go to Silvermoon City, for example, I believe starting at least back as far as the Burning Crusade, there is a scar that is running through the woods. I believe they're called Eversong Woods, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the woods that are surrounding Silvermoon City, and the scar from when the Lich King invaded is still there. And actually there are still undead minions there, as I recall. So really cool, actually, really cool lore elements.
Arthas versus Sylvanas.
Wondrous eternal Quel'Thalas. I haven't been here since I was a boy.
You are not welcome here, Prince. I advise you to turn back now.
Pretty fascinating stuff. Spoilers, Sylvanas turns into a banshee, and she is herself subjugated, is that the right word? Enslaved, essentially, by the Lich King. So we know she loses, actually, but this is when she was still alive, or still an elf, which is pretty fascinating. This is pre-Kael'thas. Body Bagger, Unholy Frenzy, because I think I can keep all three of these. Seems like a decent opener. I was trying to make some decks in Magic the Gathering Arena today, and hit and miss success. I ended up making like eventually like a red-green goblin-esque swarm deck, and that fared pretty well on ladder. But the first iterations of the deck, I was trying to find the balance between value cards and synergy. And I feel like deck building in Arena is a little bit more complex because you have lands, you've got, of course, you've got different mechanics in Arena as well, but the decks themselves are bigger, and you've got different formats as well. I tend to look online and try to look at different commander formats because that
Speak to me.
Silence, Prince.
they've got cards that they focus in on, and then they have like pro level players go in and try to qualify different cards from different sets that have high synergies with that card. The idea behind the commander format is you have a commander, which is like a legendary card, and the rest of the deck synergizes and is built off of that one card.
The elves of Silvermoon stand against you.
Yes, I know that's Sylvanas. I'm trying to explain Commander, okay? Give me a minute, okay? And it's pretty fun, actually. You could get, like, really creative. As I recall and believe, the limit on Commander format is that you can have one of each card. As I recall, that might also stand for Brawl. But again, it's a little bit confusing themselves. But what's cool about Commander is you can build a deck. Build a deck around a card you really love. So if you like really love Avacyn, for example, you could build a Commander deck based off her. If you really love like
Unholy death has come to your land, Ranger.
Do your worst. The Elf Gate is protected by our most powerful enchantments. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass. Gandalf. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, legendaries like Avacyn. If you're more like, I would like to make a black commander deck. I'm trying to think of like a cool legendary that I really like from Magic. Shieldred. Shieldred, the Whispering one, is a great one that you can commander deck off of. But yeah, the options with Commander are very extensive. I'm pretty sure outside of banned cards, you could basically choose any legendary. I believe it's
drive you
minion only, and specify it to that deck. It's quite good, quite good. Okay, should I do this Bone Digger Giant? I believe this Elf Gate is protecting Sylvanas. Summon Inner Gate called Philosophers. Deal 3 damage.
We will drive you back.
Do I do Infected Peasant or Bone Digger? Bone.
Sharp arrow.
Silvermoon Potion.
Sharper aim.
Give all arcane spells in your hand +1 spell damage. Okay, we gotta build a board. Summon any die.
New bones.
So fresh.
This can't be good.
Yeah, we gotta make our board huge. Sucks.
Raise all the undead you wish, Prince. No enemy will ever break through our gates.
These lands will fall soon enough.
I want 3 corpses so I can summon the 3/3 Risen Your Merjar with Taunt. I need more corpses. I wonder if I should use this on my own minion. I don't know, I'd rather use it on his minion. Or a secret. He has to. She has to. So Fallen Baron. I gotta be careful because explosive will not trigger, but freezing will. Snipe might also trigger. Well,
The citadel stands strong.
here's the snipe.
Please help me.
And Runner's Bow.
Warriors of Silvermoon, defend the city! Show them the true strength of Quel'Thalas!
More defenses? This ranger is beginning to vex me greatly.
Oh, she's summoning more reinforcements. This is annoying. I can't even use anti-magic shell anymore.
The elves of Silvermoon stand against you!
Rubine. Cool.
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
Oh, that was a death rattle?
Feels good.
I need to build my board, and I'm really struggling to do that with this board. The heck, Sylvanas?
Did you really believe this plan would work, Death Knight?
Army could be
I've
good.
grown tired of these delays.
I wish I could synergize it with the anti-magic shell, but yeah, we need give me just a little more time. Let's just slow roll this. Yeah. I could do this and then frenzy, right? Can I do this on this? Wow, that's so nice.
You cannot stand against the inevitable.
Curse you monsters. Our first gate has been destroyed, but you won't get through the
That was
second.
actually maybe a play I should have done instead. Can get him back.
Gifts of the arcane surge within me.
Yeah, definitely display. Let me Kleenex. Okay, I believe this is the. I can. 5, 6, 7, 8. This could be good to anti-magic. Okay, let's do this combo. Buff everything. Buff it all! Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter, let's just get everything down.
Cannot attack again.
It's fine. Don't clear the board. It's fine. Our removal McGee. And I did done this instead, I think.
Will serve.
I salute your bravery, elf. But this battle is over.
Is this explosive?
Then I'll make my stand here, Butcher.
done.
That's my mistake.
All's well that sun wears.
Well, on the bright side, at least the Scourges can be better. Now, at least. And secrets.
Blasphemy!
So annoying.
Job's done. Rise, my warriors. Now we make our final advance.
Showstoppers. It's actually a cool card. Maybe someday I'll try to craft it in gold. Although gold, the dust and gold both got like dramatically nerfed, so I don't know if that'll ever be possible. We could hope though. We could hope and we could dream. I wish they gave out more gold and dust rewards just for playing the game. Like, you know, win a game and you get like 5 dust, 10 gold, something like that.
We will drive you back.
It'd make it a better game. Sure.
Finish it. I deserve a clean death.
After all you've put me through, the last thing I'll give you is the peace of death.
Brings her back as
No, you wouldn't dare.
we're trying. Like, they could at least give us dust and gold for completing these mini missions, right? Like, would that have been so averse to the in-game economy? I don't think so. Like, it's not a bad thing to give out dust. Like, they totally could just give out dust like candy or whatever. Like, just give it out. Because all dust is used for in the game is for crafting cards and for making cards gold, right? Things that every player, casual and less casual alike, are going to do. So, like, just give out dust. It's not a big deal. And the more free-to-play and casual players will be able to use that dust to build out their collections. It's a win-win.
Following my triumph at the Sunwell, the Lich King called out to me for aid. The demon hunter Illidan's storm rage had laid siege to the Frozen Throne, where my master's soul was kept in an icy prison. The Lich King's power was mine. I would have it. But one last adversary stood in my way.
Beat this challenger with frost magic to claim your true power. Illidan eventually becomes the Lord of Outland. Under him is Lady Vosh and Kael'thas. There's actually like a ton of lore. I assume this is after Illidan gained his demon powers. Because I don't see how he would stand against the Lich King prior to that. Another question I have is, at what point do the Lich King and Arthas merge? Because at this point, the Lich King is still separate entity from Arthas. But yeah, eventually Arthas will become the Lich King. At least up through Wrath of the Lich King.
Arthas
Expansion.
versus Illidan. The final hour has come at last.
Illidan takes up the Warglaives. He attacks, I believe, a demon. I want to say it's Manaroth. Yeah. Or Azanoth. Manaroth, Azanoth, I don't know. I get the demons mixed up sometimes. I have to defeat Illidan with frost spells. Good draw. Emerge our Frostbreaker. Gain +1 attack for each frost spell in your hand. Actually perfect, because I didn't have a turn 1 play. Draw now, Cascard. He's actually already got Warglaives as not equipped. Yikes. After attacking a minion, your hero may attack again, so he's burning right through those charges.
You look different, Illidan. I guess the skull of Gul'dan didn't agree with you.
I sacrificed everything for this power, Death Knight. I became a monster to hunt monsters like you.
Draw a card, spend 2 corpses to draw another. I'm gonna do this instead. Harbinger of Winter, draw a frost spell. He's looking totally frosted out. Her weapon looks like Frostborn. I wonder if it's a coincidence. Frostborn was never actually a weapon you could get in WoW. Amazingly. Like, it was never a legendary 2-hand sword game. It breaks apart at the end of the Lich King fight, so you aren't actually able to. Kind of sucks for DKs and warriors, paladins, everyone who wanted to roleplay. No weapon were not given the ability to do so. Like, by comparison, the Legion artifact weapons for DKs suck royally in comparison. Like, they all suck. They have like an axe, a sword. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Did I do a combo glacial advance? Yeah, I guess.
The last of our reinforcements have arrived, Lord Illidan.
Okay.
My Naga will take care of this fool.
I don't like the sound of that. Place a Battle Fiend in his own and a Redeemed Pariah. Okay. Vicious, Slither Spear, after you cast a spell, gain +1 attack. This guy grows when he attacks. This guy grows when he plays outcast cards. This is a taunt death rattle. This is a spell damage. I wonder if I should try Thessarian. Guilds. Remorseless Winter. I just don't want to fall too far behind on board. Try to Hellblast this. Okay. Prioritize clearing board. That was also misplayed. You should have jumped.
Destroy the frozen throne. Only then will I win my heart's desire.
The tragedy of a broken-hearted demon. How pathetic.
I made a mistake there. I clicked through too fast. I hate when
Fresh fell steel. Another for kill.
right side we can clear with a Remorseless.
My frost will splinter your flesh.
I'll show you true power.
Okay. Gosh. I guess I prevented that. I don't know. Deal 5 damage, freeze all enemies, summon a 5/5 Frostworm's Flurry. Quite good. Didn't I have something that was like just like deal 3 damage? Facial advance. Okay, let's try to build out our board. Anything that's free. So, but just this turn. That sucks. A lot of synergy. Kind Kind of like the idea of the ceremony.
We do what the living cannot.
Dude, that only applied to that.
None can falter.
Nothing will distract me, Death Knight. Today, the Lich King will meet his end.
Froststorm's Fury. Also Gargantuan.
We do what the living cannot. The Citadel stands strong.
Well, he can't heal himself. He does still have a fell. What is this? Demonic Blast. Heal 3 damage. Cost 4 though.
This way, you fools! Fresh fell steel. Hot out of the kill.
Up to 3 corpses, freeze that many minions. Kind of like the idea of Fury is also pretty good. And I made a mistake as usual.
By the Evan Blade! Ice Resolve! This is our chance!
As rush. Yeah.
This is our chance!
Attack right away. Only minions though, only minions. So yeah, he clears the board. So annoying. We have a bunch of corpses now. And nothing that synergizes with corpses. Super cool. Mirror Manipulator is about it. Harbinger. What does that do? It's like completely useless.
Can't stand the cold.
Oh shoot, that had charged, didn't it? It did. My mistake.
None can falter.
Nothing will distract me, Death Knight.
Teleporter. Here's my posture. Not theaters, but on the TV. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. Freeze. I can take him out, right?
You must not win. No! At last, Frostmourne has brought you to me. Now the time has come. Break the ice that binds me. Release me from
That
this
would be freaking
prison.
awesome to use Frostmourne. I actually have an axe called like Shadowmourne. It actually do that, but it's no Frostmourne. Let's be real.
Now, we are one.
Yeah. Sucks. Level 11. Prologue. Death Knight class unlocked. Game Death Knight cards available in your clutch. Very nice. Dexterous. We have more deck slots at least now. Because if so, I don't have space. As you can see, I don't have enough decks for that. Always play 2 games. Always. 3 DK games. Do we have what it takes? We definitely don't have the cards, but do we have what it takes? Okay, go. So in addition to Demon Hunters, we're also still working on the new Death Knight class and Rogues. We're still trying to get 1000 win Rogue. But after that, I can focus almost entirely on DK. Just entirely. After this, I'll be eating, guys. So I'm gonna take a break before I dive into Spiritfarer. I think, speaking of Spiritfarer, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. Pretty close.
One true king.
Got a mirror match. Kind of as predicted. Death Knights are going to be crazy popular since they were just introduced. Wrath of the Lich King Classic is also going through much of the same thing. Like, it's the new fresh thing, and so everyone's going to be rolling DKs. That's part of the reason why it was so hard for us to find groups on Kill Brains. Because there were so many other DKs, it's like, freaking hard. Can't do it. I might consider resubbing. Hey man, I do kind of want to get Invincible, speaking of. Spend 2 corpses, give all your men +2 attack. I have to do this. Okay. Swarm Guard. Oh, it was only 2? Right, never mind.
Make no mistakes.
We're already screwing up, guys. We're already screwing up. Might as well play this next. It's never gonna have better value. And in turn, spend 5 corpses. I'm gonna copy this. So, a lot of things are dead. A lot of dead things. Bro, no Muncher. And in turn, you attack the lowest health enemy. Not in lifesteal. I need sticky things. Board. Place 2/3 Hematurge. Spend a corpse to discover a Blood Rune card. He did just that. I think we can play this now. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, they are 3/3s. We got Darkfall and Neophyte. Next turn we have 5 mana. He plays his own. It's actually extremely annoying. We're doing this. Let's keep stacking. Actually, I made a mistake, and maybe I should have done that. Actually, mistake. Actual mistake. He still had 4 attack on his minions, so that was not. I feel like I'm just always behind the 8 ball this game. Probably because I'm playing second. Could have something to do with it. How do we get rid of it?
Just a drop.
Two and 4. Corpses. There's
Death call.
and we're gonna play this. Not the right one, dude. Need you to kill 2/4, dude. Or if I can catch up on resource at least. Because I'm really struggling on board. Charge, clear the 9-1, 240, clear the 5-2.
A willing dog.
I lose board, yippee-ki-yay. So annoying. So annoying. Patchwork, do we have what it takes? Actually don't know. I actually don't know if Frostmourne will bring back those or the other ones. Okay, at least we got rid of his Sourfang. Play now over.
The citadel stands strong.
Try to Frostmourne it down. A little bit of concerns. Goodness, he didn't have enough. Thank goodness. On your minions, +1/+1. Spend 3 purposes to give them +1 more. I'll do that next turn.
You shall suffer.
Please kill those. Gonna do some trading this turn. He's gonna try to get a clone of the 2-1. Yeah, not as devastating as it could have been. 4-2, this will draw us him a card, which is actually devastating. It's him not having cards is the one major advantage we have this game. This is Bloodworm, give me attack equal to Bloodworm. Give a minion in your hand attack equal to this main's attack. Oh, okay, so it's a buff card. These were amazing in WoW 2. Bloodworms, I freaking loved having Bloodworm build. Okay. They spawn, they heal you, they deal damage. It's just great. A blood tap.
Rule is eternal.
Really? I want to clear. Try this. Say you tried this.
Yours is mine.
We'll destroy that. I'll wait. This'll help. But Frostmourne is also gonna asphyxiate to destroy one. Shouts above his board. Charge to clear that. Is he gonna clear a board? Okay, I don't know why he did that. I have no clue why he did that. Here's the correct way to do it, okay? Buff him. +2 attack, we don't even need. This is the Sourfang. That's it. I'm just gonna slow roll. Can't say I'm in a position to Frostmourne. Anything other than face. Yeah, it does kind of bite that it is face.
Frostborn hunger. Eternity awaits.
Get that something. He's pretty low. Like, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Pretty well, I should say. Charge. Fine to attack. I should have done this first, dude. That was. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, boo-boo. Okay, I think I'm gonna take another Sourfang. Tap. Tap.
Embrace the distortion. Eternity awaits.
Okay, they need 5. I forget that something.
My blood for the Lich King!
Surge. Gets our pain as well. Instead of his case, he's a little bit behind, so might be a little bit too late. The attackers, that's the only problem. I'd go like this. Go like this instead.
Reach for the skies!
Eternity awaits!
Pretty much.
All life must end. It's to come.
Prepared for the worst to come. We won, even though we had several misplays that game. Several conspicuous misplays. But they really need to do more of this kind of stuff, too. Because the game is becoming hard to play. What it is. Like, it's harder to collect cards, it's harder to be a free-to-play player, hard to play the game, and that's the number one thing the Hearthstone development team should avoid at all costs. Make the game fun and easy to play for everyone. That is your goal. That is your mission as game developers. Do not do anything that is counter to that at any point in time ever, because that is the enemy of game design philosophy. Okay, anyway, how to run Brightwing. Give all arcane spells in your deck spell damage +1. Seems bad. It's for hunters. It's quite bad. Kinda don't know how I feel about them creating categories for spells. I kinda don't like that. Because it made sense for minions. Because with minions you had different synergies, right? You had like cards like Deathwing, Dragon Lord, you had cards like, did we mention them? Murlocs. This game's equivalent of goblins. You had beasts, golems, another scourge in this game. Okay, where we at? We gotta play a game with DK. Let's try it. And again, we need more decks, Blizzard. Jeez, is this a pirate deck? Okay, yeah, it's... probably not. Probably delete some of these. Any deck that I think is predictable that I can easily create again. Should I just get rid of all my decks, guys? What do you think? At least 3. Decks I haven't played in a long time, just get rid of them. This deck isn't even complete. Believe it. I feel like we're going a little bit overboard. Still. We have Reno Dragon. This is my Neither Drama deck. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's actually fine to have. This one I think is also fine to have. Deck you might want to keep just because Lisa's in the deck, right? Yeah, she is. Okay, great. Yeah, she should be. Should be. And of course, Denathrius. Why, oh, why did they nerf this card? What were they thinking? Were they trying to kill fun? I don't know, at least they didn't nerf you. Actually, they already did, didn't they? I actually can't remember. I think they were at least talking about it. I don't know. Sweet baby girl. May she never be nerfed. Prized card of my collection. If I'm not mistaken, I believe first golden legendary that I crafted. Elite Starseeker. She's quite flashy too. She's also, I think, one of the flashiest golden legendaries in the. Not to mention cool effect. Clearly cool. We need to take a look at the collection. They're hurting for cards. I swear the runes are genuine. Rune forging. I swear the runes are genuine. Not Ford. He's got your back and your skeletal sidekick. Got your back and your. Some of these cards you actually got gold, which is nice to see. What I might do is I might try to make it build. Because I see there are quite a few undead Death Knight cards and Death Rattle cards. Coming soon, the Hand Necromancer and the Deck Necromancer, Battlefield Necromancer. At the end of turn, raise a corpse as a 1/2 prison footman with taunt. I also want to toss in a Lich King card for giggles. Bone Digger Geist. He's a brave, half full kind of guy. Yeah, we got a lot of gold cards. Love to see it. Frost. Shouldn't this not be a Frost spell? Frost Strike. Anyone up for some Frost Bowling? Harbinger. Coming. Why does she have Frostmourne? I don't know. Obliterate. Why? It's 6 afraid of 7 because Obliterate 9. I see what you did. I don't know how clever it is, but I see what you did. This is an old card, by the way, that was added to DKs. It was a Death Knight card, as was Frostmourne. Using a spell to counter magic, it hypocritical. It doesn't counter magic, by the way. It just prevents your minions from being targeted, like X-proof. Shroud, some referred to as Shroud. I don't believe that mechanic actually has Hearthstone, though. It's just it cannot be targeted. He hates when people call 63 weather cold. Go fall Baron. This is one of the ones. Graveyard Shift. Why are we even open? This place is dead. Actually, it sounds kind of cool. Graveyard Shift. I actually used to work the Graveyard Shift. One of my first jobs I worked at in a grocery store called Stater Brothers. If you ever go to Southern California, you might actually be able to pay a visit to one. And I was on the Night Stock crew. I actually hated that job. Like, I wouldn't have minded if my coworkers weren't the... How do I put this? They were, like, the pissed off, disgruntled, everybody hates us kind of coworkers because we got put on Night Stock crew. Like, I think Night Stock could have been cool if I had cool, but my coworkers were basically the worst type of coworkers you could have. The one constantly trying to screw me over, and it was pretty bad. I ended up getting off the Night Stock crew, I think, after like 1 or 2 weeks. Or not 1 or 2 weeks, sorry, 1 or 2. I want to say years. I think I was on Night Stock for a year or so. Maybe less, maybe less. It wasn't the best job, it wasn't the most glamorous job. And it was hard, right? Because I would have to fall asleep. I can't even remember how I did it. I think I was part-time, which helped. That's where it's like, alarm goes off, you go in at like 11 o'clock. 7. Yeah, I guess I got through with naps. Power naps, I want to say. Purple cotton candy is the snack choice in Nurheim. Death Strike. Embarrassing when you use judgment. You're just standing there menacingly grave strength. Also, this is a kind of a... It's not actually a Death Strike, right? It's just damage equals, but... I think they call it because they were Death Knights. It's like Death Strike. But it almost never killed. But it actually did what this card does. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, Great Strength, they're just standing there. Menacingly SpongeBob reference. Really nice one, too. I love that. So, the All Monitor episode where SpongeBob kind of gets a little bit out of hand. Patrick is reporting this to SpongeBob through his walkie-talkie as he's looking at SpongeBob. Really solid writing. Really solid writing. So it's winter in the Badlands. Rare. Pulse of Gargantuan. Yeah, gross, Icky, stop. You're hurting my feelings. So, gross, you're hurting my feelings. Where's Caroline Polachek when you need her? Kind of makes more sense in the original song, actually. Sarian, natural born, an unnatural reborn. We just have so little amount of dust. Kind of sad. Yesterday's army today. I like the card that summons all of the undead to your board. I think that card is amazing. I'm going to try to make that card gold if possible. Again, sad state of affairs this game is in. Maybe I should buy the bundle. I'd say maybe I should have let the Alliance have all the fun back around. Being the best and being the best and brainwashing. Possessified. Also known as Rapper. Prime Sculptor. Pretty neat. It has double synergy. Corrupted Ashbringer. Super cool. Put your faith in the Blight. 5/2 lifesteal. Why is it more underwhelming than normal Ashbringer? Because normal Ashbringer was a 5/3, right? It didn't have lifesteal, but it was a bonus from Tyrion. Nom nom nom. Like low self enemy. I wonder if they're gonna go back and buff Tyrion as a result of this. Like give that like double damage against effect. I think it would actually make sense lore wise. I don't know how they would incorporate that on the card text, but they might do a passive buff to Tyrion. At the end of turn, attack the low. One in the bag, half in the bag. No muncher, nom nom. I like how they gave us. Oh shoot! I did not mean to do that. Anyway, vast wisdom. So vast that I can read. All right, guys. I was trying to get through this. Okay, I guess we're here. Overseer Frigidara is your refrigerator. Sorry, refrigerator. Right. The frosty patchwork. Hard to so good at money patchwork. They might actually. I think you can actually use the different runes in your decks. I don't know what these 1, 2, and 3 things mean. Like, I actually don't know what those mean, but presumably you can use all 3 of them because in the game, as you guys might have seen from my Wrath of the Lich King series, you get 2 different runes of each presence. So Frost to Blood to Undead. And you can use them in any combination to cast your spells and abilities. So I'm assuming and presuming that it works the same way in Hearthstone. You can like use these different cards in different combinations in K decks. Lord Marigar with the whip. He was an ICC boss back in the day. So big or so home. Urban Flyer. I did Air Miles only colored for Running Coast. Unending Swarm. The Old Inner King. Beneath nothing's beneath me. I hereby declare war on peace and happiness. Soon all will tremble before me. Also pretty cool DK, sorry not DK, but pretty cool in the Zoth card because it had the bro. We call them cursors. Conjured arrow. Spirit poacher. Always poach from your local spirit shelter. Card we got. I wanted to generate a legendary, but I had the wrong right way. I don't see a troll anywhere on this card. As you might recall, if you're a Hearthstone fan or player, can I find words? Brightwing had a battle cry of adding a random to your hand. That's where that reference comes from. Best friends forever. Use a 3-mana 3/2 dragon. Unliving champion. Unlive it a little, as opposed to a lot. Get a life or 2. Apply heat directly to the damaged area. Black, the scales of Naga. Red, flames of jars past. I believe a musical reference. I can't remember which one actually, funnily enough. I want to say Les Miserables, but I'm not sure. My cultures are sometimes quite deep. Arms dealer. Get a hand. I've never actually read Les Mis for the reference. Les Miserables. I don't know how to say it actually in the original language. I assume it's Spanish, right? Les Miserables. I believe how you say it. Foul Egg. I saw the film, but I never read the book. Foul Egg. Definitely expired. Peasants are revolting. Bloody Night. So mad. Be mad too if you're created as a joke. Reborn Battlecry Die. Such an interesting card. I assume that this is that way because of the corpses. Like it kind of functionally adds a corpse to your resource. Actually, very interesting design on this card. Very, very interesting. Plague Spreader. What do they mean by patient 0? I'm very patient. I am very patient. I'm very patient. I think you mean patience 0. All that glitters is silver. Translocation instructor translocates behind you. Nothing. Shatterskin gargoyle. Don't worry, this one's just a statue. Why does it look like that too? I actually don't know. I assume it was one of these upgraded cards. I don't know how that works at all. Okay, let's make our first DK deck. Custom deck. The only one we can make is a core Death Knight deck, because we have none of the cards in the deck. Okay, let's have fun with this thing.
All that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. As my immortal champion, you will herald a new dark age for the Scourge. And you will start by building your first Death Knight deck.
Uh-huh.
Most Death Knight cards have an associated rune. Blood, frost, or unholy.
I kind of wish they would have simplified this.
Your deck has 3 available slots for runes. You can use 3 of one rune type, 1 of each, or any combination.
I think I'm going to start with 1 of each. Sure. Okay. How does it work? Oh, because it has new. Oops. My bad. So I just start adding cards, and as I add cards, it'll populate the room. So let's try it with this guy first. Okay, I see. And what happens if I put in... Oh, that kind of sucks. So that kind of limits the strength of the cards you can include in your deck, doesn't it? Kind of don't like how they did that. Yeah, so that does limit the strength of your deck directly. That kind of sucks. So like I assume all the legendaries are like 3 green. Oh, well, nice. You can do Thessarian. Yeah. You gonna try? And I'll use all the cards. So yeah, you can't use Deathbringer Starfang. That sucks. Kind of sucked anyway. Turn to your hand, it costs health instead of mana. Yeah, that's not good. We don't want stuff that returns to our hand. Free Dara, also Death Rattle. Patchwork? Patchwork does not have. So maybe we should start like this. Free cards. And all of these other cards we can. So we're gonna make it. I thought there were more cards. Oh, because this isn't wild mode. Sure. We already got all the Death Roll cards, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, they don't have all that many. Frostmourne. Also wanted to take a look at that Scourge card. Yeah, this card. That seems freaking cool. How do I go into crafting? Wait, what? Let's enchant cards. Wait, what? Why don't they have a gold crafting menu anymore? Or is it not able to be crafted? Oh, I see, okay. Confusion. Cool, man, pretty cool. What does it cost? How do we not know that? Speak of justice of cowardice, I will show you the justice of the grave. Oh, is that through the pack? I think that's through the edition pack. This is gonna be auto include deck. Should I include these in the deck too? And I want to try Oakheart in the deck too. I know he's not the best, but should I do both Nazoths? Undead are definitely in the deck, and so will dragons. I think so. Any and all super duper powerful death rounds. So you want hero card cards. Renathal, you do want this guy. We want thank you. I don't want to see how it works too. Sure, let's go for lore value. You, I don't really want to go too big on this deck. I do want to go for this because again, I have Oakheart deck. Baron Rimender would be great. Baron Rimender. Excellent. For the new Nazoth synergy. Soon. Does it matter that this is undead? Actually don't know. And they okay, so they changed some of these around. Farforge Fiend's deck deep. Put it in the deck because the guy there already. Need to populate. I try this. Good. Good. I just like Gorak. I should try her too. Well, from a flavor perspective. Baron's Trapper we're gonna want in the deck. That was pretty much it. We already got Baron, right? Pretty sure. Can't fit any other Death Knight cards in the deck because the freaking requirements. Kind of annoying. Let's see here. What do we have? Yeah, I kind of hate the rune system, knowing how it was incorporated in the game. Because again, in World of Warcraft, you can cast every Death Knight ability. There are no abilities that are off limits. There are talents that are off limits, based on how deep they are in their respective talent trees, but all the core abilities of Death Knights you can cast. You have access to all runes from the get-go, pretty much. I just think that kind of sucks. From like I want to make a cool deck perspective. We already got in Time Magic Shell, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, great. The Arphis too. I kind of like this. Yeah, Death Strike. Will help us get to that late game. This is great. Repulsive Gargantuan. Patchwork. Kind of a bummer. I like these cards don't at all. Are undead. I feel like we already have a decent amount. Usually this card has counter synergy, but because it is a Lich King deck, what? We gotta do it, don't we? I thought this card was in gold. Did they take that away? They must have. Wait. Did they... Wait, what? Must have taken it away. Get away. Maybe I just never had it, I don't know. That sucks. It really does suck. This guy could be amazing. All those stats about minions in the deck. There are a lot of minions in the deck. The one downside is he, of course, does have counter synergy with he has counter synergy with this guy, because I believe prevent it from being pulled. Baron's already in the deck, isn't he? Yeah, great. Good. I kind of hate having Chill Mob. The thing is, Chill Mob may work because we don't have that many dragons in the deck. So that's the one thing that I'm optimistic about with Chill Mob. Are there any other cool DK cards that we want? I think we should probably have a couple of these in the deck just for like removal's sake. And I would say maybe Gorgonzola, any kind of way that we have of returning stuff to the hand seems good. Just trying to see if there are any other death rattles. Anything that has like taunt would be great. We already have like sneak. Yeah, good. The mothership. Almost forgot about that. And should we have a cartoon? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Mechanical Whelp. Because it does synergize with both Oakheart and both Nizats. Actually, both Nizats it synergizes with. I think we've got enough dragons. I just want powerful death rattles, like extremely powerful. Deck's just cool. I think it makes sense in the deck just because it comes back. Wait, it doesn't. Give a friendly minion that death roll. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Why not? Could make the deck fun, right? Funner than it was. Yeah, I'm just looking around for death rattles. I'd say return. Cards that return. Cards. This guy. You don't want this guy, I think, because he has counter synergy. Or kind of makes me wonder. It's like how much stuff to include. Say early game. Early game. Spell breaker probably go. But rate's already in the ground. Say even the old like cards. Elsa. We had the 4-mana one, but we never had it. Valinari. I guess we never got him. Wow. Elsa, these freaking great. Makes sense to include him over Zephyrs. I would say yes, but we've got the problem of Opart. Big problem for us. Another Death Knight. I didn't have 4 or more attack or an ability that we can hard strike. Or do we don't? Get more like. Death Strike's already in the deck, right? That is. Deck. Winter's already in the deck. We should just toss in Patchwork. Great song, by the way. Back. Oh yeah. Are there other Death Knight heroes already? I guess not. I don't see a way. Okay, forgot to take a. We'll be right back, guys. I need to get a snack. pack. We want to play 2 games. I might play around some more off stream. I don't really like how they did the system. Because it limits your choices. That is something that historically, I mean, if you playing my show, is something I've been against. All 4 player choice, and all 4 giving players more options. Or it's different play styles, different cards.
The Lich King versus Valera.
Watch your back.
All will serve me in death.
I don't think an early trapper is bad. I think Pinata is great too, because she could give me.
I see you've brought guests.
I grant you permission to speak.
I grant you It's our burglary.
You are prepared for the wars to come.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
You serve well.
You served me well.
You never know what you're gonna catch.
Most intriguing.
Maybe I should have cleared it out with the Soulbreaker first. Do I even have cards that use corpses? Actually, don't. Might have to look at corpse consumption, see if there's ways to use that.
Make no mistakes.
Prime the board. I think Soulbreaker isn't bad. This is also pretty good. Sure.
No escaping now.
Okay, I'm not even gonna trade. I'm just gonna say go. Weaponize Pinata, go. I have an obliterate combo next turn. And we might have more options for spending corpses, sorry, once we buy the expansion. Even more cards that can help us get around that obstacle of having too much resource and not enough things to spend it on. Classic problem. Little taste of what's to come, guys. And go all the way. Alar. Nice choice. Oh, a metal beast. Gotta mellow out this board. This board's a little bit too wild. I think that you're wild. Sunset and your smile.
Shall suffer.
Okay, kind of annoying. I want to melt. Or is it gonna be good? Bad. You really want to slow him down a little. Yeah, because this guy's like, he's just pumping stuff. Pumping. I'm like, whoa, dude, slow down. Arphis could come down. So now let's get on this board. So we have a whopping 8 corpses and nothing to spend it on. Arphis is not. Games like this one where we actually got a better beast, I would keep cutting it. So the week after next. feel like it's just hard to get it on top of this board. I could obliterate a large combo. This instead.
I will not be merciful.
Got an Ancient Blink, so I need to let it grow. Lich King possibly coming out next turn. Did we win the video game and see it? Oh, I think that's a good. Recap it 10. But I can see that in probably are. That is. See, we basically had a heck of a time trying to catch these two secrets. I'm a little bit nervous about playing this game, especially if he has a mirror entity, which he might. Clan Burglar. Let's play it safe. Could actually be a mirror entity. It's a T. Remorseless Winter. Counter. Oh, fine. I'm gonna try to land this on him. Oh, and a Deca. As I believe he doesn't actually hold those death rattles, and Undertaker is one I might also consider taking. Technically, doesn't synergize with Thoth. The old one, not the new one. He does synergize with the new one, but again, I don't think he holds those death rattles, so it kind of is counter to our overall strategy. No, it's not that. So.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
Yeah, they're still the exact same cards, funnily enough. Well, actually, this is a +2/+2, and I believe the other one is +1/+1. To actually add to Death Knight's. Similar concept, almost the exact same card. How does he keep getting these, dude? Crazy RNG, crazy. Got that from a huckster, dude. A huckster. Can you believe that? Not crazy about this. Lich King is undead. Okay, so he might actually come back. Okay, that's very hopeful for me. 6
Death calls.
Okay. Yeah, it must be the same card. Or just got it from the other thing. Totally confusing, dude. Let's do this. Bam.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Ocean Master P3. It's a new card? I guess it is. Crazy how he's gotten this entire board from a huckster. That is crazy to me. This card is great. Kel'Thuzad the Inevitable. Resurrect your volatile skeletons. Add anything on the battlefield instantly. Oh, any they can't fit instantly.
Out of your depths.
Well-famed warlord from. I'm gonna have to look at the curses too. Not the curses, sorry, the corpses, because there's not enough ways to spend on them in this game, in this deck specifically. And we'll probably never have the chance to play Alar. Like, this guy basically like ran away on board the entire game. There isn't enough clear in Death Knight. There is not enough clear. 2 damage is not enough to compete with this insanity. It's not. I have a funny feeling we're just going to be so far behind. Might just instantly done. Because again, he has so much presence on board. Yeah. That Scourge was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm actually just going to concede, because like, that was completely insane.
You cannot escape the
It actually was insane.
All life must end.
Complete insanity. Like, all the cards he could have gotten from DK, and he gets one of the strongest cards in the set. Does that even make sense to anyone else? Doesn't make sense to me. There aren't enough ways to end corpses. Where you have to look outside of DK. Like, I'm looking for things that are like spend like all of your corpses. Time magic shells +1. Corpses. So this is incompatible. Also incompatible. You might just have to just say screw it with the runes. Just not have any things that take runes. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem or any. I have an oversight from what I can see. Design. I don't know how that got past testing. Like, there are no ways to use runes. Go one of 8. Pretty much have to go 3 runes in Unholy to be able to just spend your corpses. That's what I meant. Spend your corpses. You have to be like Unholy to. I think that's ridiculous.
Versus Thrall.
Fear the coming storm. All will serve me in death.
Okay, let's just mulligan sensibly. This is Shaman. We don't really expect. And my concern with DK is that, again, there aren't enough early game cards.
I see you brought.
I pretty much included all of the early game set that's available to 1 rune DKs. I'm still struggling there.
Overcharged.
Yeah.
Ready to fight.
Like, it's crazy. Even with 40 health, it's crazy. We may not be able to answer this next turn as well. We're gonna have to coin a 3 to be able to answer it. How do I feel about coining? I'll wait until next turn over and save the coin. Try to get out something else. Should I?
Be merciful.
Shallow Gravedigger was an option there, but I'm a little bit nervous about Shallow Gravedigger because of this card. Trapper. I'm gonna lead with Trapper instead, so I can maybe potentially get 2 for 1 turn. And then I can follow up with the Baron.
Here for a good time.
Pretty bad. Okay, that's nothing hard to play. Like, it's just become, the game has become so hyper competitive, it is impossible to win game. Like, you can't answer. Like, look at this. There's nothing you can do. Lightning Bloom. Full of shit where everyone knows exactly how to play the game, everyone's playing a competitive deck. It's insane. Grandmummy changes everything with his bog shaper knuckles. I don't know how this became a sea giant. That does not make sense to me. This really cost 8 mana. Like, oh, 9 mana. I guess. Okay, fix them. I guess. No, I freaking don't.
Death calls.
The scourge will consume you. Fool in your head.
Try to win, but it's gonna be messy. We're trying in vain to clear the board.
We're gonna rip you apart.
Yeah, let's brawl.
It's a new card too. Corruption cards. So I'm like, what is with all these swarming cards? Deck. It's nuts. All these cards are like this. They're all like swarming cards. We can have Reno. I was gonna say if not, we're sunk.
All life must
We don't have Reno. We don't have board clears. Keep spamming things on board. It's super annoying. So like you cannot win games anymore. Game sucks. My 50 is freaking old. Cost anything else? And I don't know what my collection is like. That's part of the problem with this. There needs to be a way for DKs to spend corpses. They need to have cards that specifically do that. Be a random friendly mini. That's right, I'll summon it. Another card back. All these quests. Prepare a bunch of times to win 5 games. Hard to do again, because everyone is running completely obnoxious, swarming decks. So, no, guys. Well, that was Hearthstone. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Somewhat reveals the sad and sorry state of the game. Like, I hope the development team can figure this stuff out, man. Because, again, it's making the game not fun. Everyone's running these obnoxious swarm decks. Figure out how to get better board clear. Ramp it up to 4 damage if you need to. 5, 6 damage. Board clear should be cheap as heck. Because there aren't enough ways of board. Thanks so much for the support. I'll be back